It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a large fortune must be in want of a wife. This is one of the most famous and annoyingly overused lines of English literature. Jane Austen is single-handedly torturing innocent Year 10s just like me across the whole country. She's done this by creating two of the most narrow-minded and selfish characters ever. Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet. How many times have you found yourself in a conversation with a person who's so clever and deliberately engages you to talk about a book you haven't heard of? I have. She was my librarian, and she kept on talking about how dreamy Mr. Darcy was and how fine Elizabeth's eyes were, and I kept on agreeing because I wanted to sound clever, but inside, I'm like, no. Because no one ever found Mr. Darcy dreamy until Colin Firth wore that shirt and jumped into the lake. And now ask yourself another question. What is the most famous thing about any of the male characters in Pride and Prejudice? I think it's safe for me to say it's their bank accounts, their paid checks. And my girl, Charlotte Bronte, has my back on this one. She says that there was no fresh air in Pride and Prejudice, that marriage was reduced to how rich you were and your social class. I think this isn't acceptable. We can't teach the younger generation that marriage for money is like a fairy tale, like a dream come true. And some of you here might be thinking, no, I have not made that mistake, or I'm never going to do that. But it's been scientifically proven that 60% of our life is influenced by the books we read. Point 2, Jane Austen portrays a male-dominant society where women have to look for potential men so they can marry them and secure their financial future. We can't let a 300-page book change the minds of 7 billion people. I'm not against this book because of the storyline or because I have to complete a 2-hour exam by the end of 2 years, but because the message isn't right. Shouldn't we be taught literature that inspires us, not encapsulates us in the past? Shouldn't we be taught literature that encourages women to be free and independent? Jane Austen is irrelevant. There are too many long, dreary sentences and no zombies. Thank you.